When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Timeout called here by the defense. First of the half. Offense set on first down. Here's the handoff. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Everett. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! On to attempt to try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going for it all. Brings it down on the right side. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in third and long living in those situations against this defense, because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up fourth down.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after.
Sends it downfield. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's still running after the move. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Wide out in motion. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete to the right. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Extending the play. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll test the right side. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce, because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quarterback will audible. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll bring it back. It's Harbor. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The offense set for a first down play. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner.
Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're trying to get to it. He's right on target. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got his man in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Got a man. It's Daniels. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Going up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel them later.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And they can't make the connection. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. The extra point is good. That ties the game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Zings it complete to the right. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Let's it fly. He makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
To the air on first down. Going for it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
It's simple play, simple gain. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back.
Looking for a deep man. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gator. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Set to advance on the football. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go.
He's going to fire deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll take over 1st and 2nd. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Lagway, getting some heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Paul, he always makes play.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
South Carolina, 35.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Everett. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. Snags it on the right. He's off to the races. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And the offense going deep down the field, and you can see the speed they have at wide receiver. These guys scare you to death because their ability to stretch the defense and take the top off of the defense. You saw it right there, and all of a sudden this offense is in the red zone.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Going for 6. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
South Carolina, 35.
Fair catch, called for and made. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Forced out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Trying to find his man on first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Scrambling away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to pass. It's Glagway. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. They feed him again. Open space at the 25. And he's knocked down. The Gators are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got the first down and more. Oh, look out on the right. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
Number 21 in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 63, South Carolina 49.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Handoff from the gun.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Got his man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. They keep attacking through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Harbor. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Dropping back, it's Everett. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man on the left. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Looking for more room. The 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Off play action on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Running toward the tape. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gators! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 11 over San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This guy can throw it. Fires deep on the run. Got it in stride inside the 20. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Goes to the option. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Using his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
63.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Quick completion to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Lagway. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't come. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got loose, it was all over. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Everett. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the done. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
South Carolina, 63.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Sharp. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to throw, it's Everett. He wants a big play here late. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Tackle is made after the first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.